Bonjour, my sweet cupcakes. I'm Ciprina Spizzirri, host of Cooking in Confined Spaces. If you're one of the lucky chickens, like me, who's blessed with a cramped kitchen, then this show's for you. I know the frustration that boils underneath the skin when having to suck in the stomach to prepare a meal in an overcrowded kitchen. Restricted maneuvering room, limited counter space, and one small sink stacked with dishes is enough to force anyone to a fast food drive-thru. Well, don't get discouraged. Save the hike and the calories, for I'm about to show you that you too can prepare, cook, and serve lip-smacking meals in the comfort of your own home. On this episode of Cooking in Confined Spaces, we are going to be serving up a Turkish delight, including zucchini fritters with feta cheese. So what you need, one huge large bowl, you're going to need some Italian leaf parsley, and then we're going to do some green onions, of course yummy creamy feta cheese, then you're going to need one egg, then one large egg yolk, and then, of course, you need your 3 medium-sized zucchini, which we're going to shred in just a second. And then you need a half a cup of flour. And then, last but not least, a half a cup of olive oil and a half a cup of corn oil. You ready to get started? Okay, so the first step in making the zucchini patties is shredding your zucchini. So that's what I'm doing right now. Just shredding it until there is no more. Okay, so I finished up the last zucchini. And that's all shredded. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this teaspoon of salt, sprinkle that all around there. One thing about being in a confined kitchen is that you definitely always will have limited counter space. So you have to have a lot of patience, and you have to kind of condense everything into one small area and be able to work within that. Also, another good thing too is always clean as you go, because dishes do start to add up, and if you have a bunch of dishes in your way, it's going to make cooking and preparing your recipes very challenging, and before you know it, you're like having an aneurysm and running out your door. So, so that's sitting for just a bit. Then I'm going to cut up some parsley here. When this is done, we're going to add some green onions to the mix. Okay, put that in there. We're going to take some green onions, which I've already rinsed and washed. And we're going to just chop up a few, or depending how much you like green onions, chop up a lot. Alright, so we got the green onions in there. Then I'm going to cut up some dill. Here comes the dill. Alright, so now we're going to crack open the eggs. So I just need one whole egg. Alright, there goes one whole egg. Throw the remainder in the sink. And then now we just need an egg yolk. So I'm going to, alright, we're just gonna make it 2 eggs. It's alright. And then I'm gonna add some the flour, half a cup of flour. Add that to the mix. And then I'm gonna add some feta cheese, yummy creamy feta cheese. We all love feta cheese. Well, at least I hope you do. And now the good fun part is we're going to have a massage day with the hands. Alright, I think we're ready for the fun part, which is frying up these patties in the frying pan. So before I get started, I'm going to put away this flour here before any little critters come in. Hate those little guys. I don't know how they get in there, but they always somehow get into the sugar and the flour. I guess that's why you have to have an airtight container, which is always a good idea. Which reminds me, I was just looking up. I just got these. That's my timer, letting me know we're ready to get going. This is a sugar airtight container, and it's really cool because you can write whatever you want on it with chalk. It's like a chalkboard. So if you want to put sugar, flour, pasta, anything that you want, anything your little heart desires, you can put it in this and just erase whatever's on there now and then replace it with something else later. Alright, so what we're going to do is get ready and put these in. First, let's go ahead and put some oil into the pan. Now, this is not the kind of oil that you would bathe yourself in in the sun. It's not a good idea to put oil on you while you're sunbathing. So just let that get a little bit hot. I already started the oven, so it's already a little hot. And now you'll see the oven's a little bit on a slant. That's because we're renters, and as you know, if you're a renter like me, you can't always have what you want in your kitchen. I would love to upgrade the oven, but it's not mine, so I have to wait till I can have mine. Alright, so let's go get this batter, and we're going to bring this over. What we're going to do is we're just going to take a spoonful, or it doesn't matter how big you want your patties, is up to you. It's kind of like a chocolate chip cookie. You get to decide. If you want them small, you can make them small. If you have a bigger mouth, you can make them big, bite size, whatever. It's up to you. I think that's about good. It's a good size for me. Starting to sizzle there. So we're just going to let this cook about 5 minutes on each side until you turn it over. It'll be nice and golden brown, like a French fry. We all like things crispy, don't we? Ooh, this definitely will taste good once it's done, crispy with a little bit of lemon on top of it. And remember, we are serving it with some Greek yogurt, which you can get at a specialty Mediterranean grocery store, or you can even get it at your local Trader Joe's. Alright, just flipping these guys over, we're almost done. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Yummy. Somebody's happy, and it is me. I hope you're happy too. Okay, so this batch I believe is pretty done. Nice and golden brown. I'm going to transfer it over here. Put on this plate. Look at that. Voila. Ta-da! Should be so proud. I'm going to turn this off. We'll start with those so you can get a little taste, and then I'll carry on with the rest. Let's grab some yogurt. I'm going to grab some yogurt out of this very confined refrigerator, and some Greek yogurt. I'll put it in a nice pudding dish. And let's stir up that yogurt a bit. Look at that. Okay, like I said, the recipe doesn't necessarily call for some lemon on top, but I'm a huge fan of lemon, and I think lemon and fried food just, I don't know, I think they belong together. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of lemon, and I'm just gonna sprinkle it onto the patties, like that. Oh, lemon and feta cheese, it's kind of like saganaki. You know how they fry up the saganaki and then put lemon on it? So it's kind of like that. Let's get rid of that seed, and let's take a bite. Oh, I'm excited! Which one to choose? There's so many! Let's do this one. Oh, look at that. Oh, now I might want to be a little careful because it is right off the stove. I'm sure it's a little warm. So I'm going to just take a little bit of this yogurt here, and then I'm going to dip it in. Blow on it first. Make sure it's safe. Wow. I know why. That is a Turkish delight. And why they call it seductive. That is phenomenal. I hope you get to try this at home too. Write in and let me know how it works for you.